I know I sit here and I complain about Del Sol Valley all the time, but sorry, I won't get started. I won't do it again. But the lots in this pack aren't ideal, nor are the lighting situations. And there's this house in Del Sol Valley, which honestly has a lot of potential. It's a starter home. It's in this adorable neighborhood. Like, I love the area around here. I think it's so well done. I think it looks so cool. But the lighting is so bad. Like, no matter what time of day you're in, it looks bad to build in. Like, look at the afternoon light. Obviously, the house is a starter home, so it's very empty inside. There's also like a random wall that's painted the wrong color, but we don't need to get into that. And all in all, I think this house had potential, but it ultimately was just poorly done, which is very sad. It's all very sad. But I was thinking we could try to renovate it today. Still keep it a starter home. Still keep the vibes, because I do like them. There's a lot of houses nearby. Like, you can see some of the neighbors in the back have sort of similar styled homes. I love this like Los Angeles vibe that this neighborhood has. I think it's perfect. It just could use a little bit of work. We could probably just grab a sim. Any sim. I don't know. Josiah Braden. Okay, 2 first names. And I was thinking, oh, 578 left. Are you serious? I was thinking we could try and renovate it using EA's restrictions, but that is not a lot to work with. That is not a lot to, okay. I don't know if we can do this with EA's restrictions. we really don't have much to work with at all. Oh no. Should we try anyway? I think we should. It's because they spent all their money on fences. Do you know what? I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I can make this house with just 500 extra simoleons to work with. I'm not even worried about it, okay? It's fine. Do you know what? I can think of a few first steps. Oh, wait, if we're doing EA's restrictions, we gotta save our lights because we might need to replace them. The way this challenge works, sorry if I didn't mention that sooner. The way the EA restrictions challenge works is essentially, if I want to add any objects, I have to first take some away, and you start out with the existing budget, right? So at the end of the day, the house is gonna cost the same and have the exact same number of items, but ideally it will look a lot better. And I think we can pull that off. I mean, doing things like just removing this stair gives us 500 simoleons. So I'll be honest, I'm not too worried about this process. I think we got a handle on things here. I'm not a huge fan of how the house looks. And honestly, I think I would like to add another bedroom. The reason we do this is because we know that EA has some sort of weird restrictions when it comes to their builds. We know that they're sort of limited by object counts and things like that, but we don't actually know how those object counts work. And so when we do this challenge, we just know that like the builds they already have must fit the object limits, right? And so we just have our house have the exact same number of objects. Obviously there's like some wiggle room here, because if I replace this tiny plant with a couch, I assume the couch is more demanding as far as performance goes. So I don't know exactly what their limitations are, but for the sake of ease of challenges, we just do like a one-to-one, like I'm gonna replace a chair with a plant or vice versa. I can do whatever I want basically, as long as the number of objects is the same. I also find myself making the house smaller a lot of the time. Like, that is often my first step, which I'm actually gonna do right now. I'm gonna shrink it by a tile, because one, will save some money. Oh, I'm gonna delete the stairs as well, because that saves us a ton of money. But sometimes I feel like the houses they build are just too big and they look kind of weird. What if we expanded this all the way across? I know that looks really odd. No, that's not gonna work. I don't like how these things line up. I don't like how it looks. What did it look like before? Yeah, the other one, it was like higher up. Weird. I don't know how to fix that. I think if we had plants, I'd like this house better. Like, for example, these 2 plants, why they gotta be in those corners? Can I get a whole tree instead? Look at how many lights I have too. Why is the whole house just lights? Do you know what else? I'm not a huge fan of these windows, but I don't know if we can afford to change them. I think I wanna put this door here though. I think I want a like slightly upgraded door. It's a little expensive, probably not like the brightest idea. Why do the colors not match? Oh, well, that's upsetting in many ways. Okay, that puts us in an unfortunate, somewhat sticky situation. That one's right. The like trim is right on that one when the door is green. You cannot be serious. You can't be serious. You don't seriously want the door to be green. I'll make the door green if I have to. I'm not worried about it. No, it can't be. Oh God. How much do these windows cost? What can we replace them with? These are only 35. We are facing a bit of a disaster. We either change all the windows to significantly more expensive ones, or we have a door that doesn't match. Why is that? See, that we can't use these because those doors are so expensive. Can I make the house smaller again? Sorry, I'm like going through so many like, oh, let me do this really fast too while I'm at it. Smaller means money. and we need money. What if I made all of the windows black? I feel like we have more wiggle room there, and then I could use the door from Get Famous, even though it doesn't really fit the style of the house, but at least it would match. No, that's so ugly. Oh no. Who built this starter home? Why did you do this? Genuinely, what were you thinking? I'm gonna delete the terrain paint. Honestly, that helps. What if we just re-roofed the entire thing too? We just went like, you know what, forget it, I'm gonna redo everything. Suddenly the house is a completely different house. It's like not even close to being the same as it was before. How about there's a porch right here? This is kind of what I was going for originally. I feel like that makes more sense. I don't know if I like how it looks better, but I do think that it makes more sense. Is this a different color foundation? Why? Genuinely, who built this? There's so many weird parts of it that just don't make sense to me. Hate the lighting. I really hate the lighting on this lot. It's so upsetting. I'm sorry, I'll stop complaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Never mind. I think I have to get this one with the white in it. At least the door will match. I don't like how it looks. Okay, it's fine. Just don't look too closely at it. I think I want to have another bedroom. I don't know if I can pull this off, but I do like the idea of that a lot. Like the idea of having a second bedroom. I feel like it'll make a way better use of the space. I'm just gonna have to scrounge up enough objects to be used for furniture. I also don't know where to put the bathroom, which is my mistake. This layout that I've done does not help. Yeah, it's a really terrible layout. I don't know where to put the bathroom. Oh, what about like, oh no, the windows in them. That could have been good. Like right there. Okay. I don't want to have like the super long, like the house before had a super long bathroom like that. I guess we can make it big. I don't really like how this looks, but maybe this is a good thing if it's like slightly more closed off. I think that we might have something there. This is so sad looking. We really don't have enough furniture to be able to have a, you know what? We can get rid of 3 counters. 1, 2, 3. And then buy like some kids furniture. I'm just gonna place it outside so that I know that I have it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We'll put that in this room later. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna change the counters out with a single sink. Cheap one. Bathtub can go right there. Oh, this is gonna be sad. Still got 2 extra objects. We can get a bookcase. Oh, now would you look at that? That was expensive and probably not worth it. Now that I think about it. I came in so confident. I always do this. I come in like so cocky and overconfident to these videos and then I realize that I've done a terrible job. I do think there's like a definite, very obvious improvement though, at least. And that's just so far and we're not even done yet. I'm gonna try and get a computer. I think that's important. What if, wait a minute. What if the computer was here instead? So there's like actually something in that hallway. Bookcase goes in the kitchen instead. All right, that's not bad. That makes sense. We can change the color scheme as we are working on this. Because we'll need to. The kid's got a room. You know, it's functional. It might not be good, but it's functional. I can sell 2 of these plants to get some better plants. I feel like trees are really important. Like if we had a couple trees out here, I would like this house a lot better. Oh yeah, already it's an improvement. Why are there so many wall lights? Do you see this? We're gonna get a shower. I know that personally, I much prefer Sims builds when they have like a shower and a tub. It's a fine bathroom. It's not great, but it's fine. I'm sad that we only have the 2 chairs. I hate to say it, but that does make me feel very sad, is only having 2 chairs. I think it just looks so lame in here. Also, why does this lamp look like that? We can't use that lamp. How much do the other lamps cost? That's better. This wall light can be replaced with, can we get like a furniture piece? I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I'm just like, wow, this is bad. Here I am making fun of EA for this stuff, and look at my version. Oh, what about a cork board? I put this in like every single one of my builds, but I like the gameplay of it. Like I like being able to have pen pals in The Sims, and I think it's cute. It's a little bit customizable because you can get the postcards yourself, you know? This light we can replace with maybe a second chair in the living room. Do you know what? A second chair would be a nice touch. Oh, that helps. Yeah. I want to get the smaller lights too because they're less ugly. How much is the house worth? 17,066. Let's replace this light with a mirror too. I don't even know if we can. I think that might be the best we can do. I think we might have run out of abilities here. That's devastating. But you know what? We did get a whole extra bedroom, literally just by deleting wall lights. And that's pretty good. Although I've gotta say, that must not be how this works. Oh, should I put carpet in here instead of the tile? Oh, that helps. Yeah. And just so we're on the same page, like I said earlier, replacing a wall light with a couch is definitely not the same, like performance-wise. So when it comes to them actually like building these houses for us to play with, it's not that simple. This is a very oversimplified version of what must be a very difficult task. However, I don't think starter homes are a super huge issue when it comes to performance. Wait, what if I delete that fence? What if we made this whole fence a little bit shorter? I got more simoleons! What I was trying to say, before I got distracted again, is that I don't think that starter homes are an issue when it comes to performance. Like, I think it's probably harder to build like bigger lots, and they probably run into that sort of issue more on like, you know, big ones where there's a lot of furniture. Whereas like this house, I think they can certainly have a couple lights outside and stuff like that and have it not be a problem. Does that look good or not? I think that's better. I feel like deleting the fence was the smartest thing I ever did. Just get myself some more money. Yeah, listen, we've thrown the restrictions out the window. I'm not using move objects in solidarity. And it's hard. That's the worst part of this, is the no move objects, I'm gonna be honest. I'm used to using move objects to do whatever I want in like any build. Trying to landscape with no move objects is really difficult. But you know what? Look at us go. That's not so bad. A couple plants is a nice improvement. This house was a disaster. I came in so confident. I act so cocky in these videos. I come in like, oh, this is super easy. They suck. Their builds are terrible. But like, to an extent, when it comes to furnishing starter homes, you really can only do so much. And this one's kind of big. But you know what? It does have a kitchen. It's got a computer. It's got 2 bedrooms. Like, it covers all the bases. And truthfully, if you had this house, you would probably have at least 22,000 simoleons because you've got a 2nd bedroom. And if you've got a kid, then you probably have an extra sim, so you get more money when you first start out. But moral of the story is I did a bad job. I'll link some of my past EA restrictions videos down below because I've definitely done better than this in the past. I want to move a sim in again and just check how much money you have when you first make a sim. I want to make sure basically that she actually can't afford this house. Remaining funds 2,000? The house is so much cheaper. Are you kidding me? This is because objects depreciate in value. So once you've actually played with a sim and lived there, the objects become worth less. So when you sell them, you get less money back. I didn't realize we were missing out on 2,000 simoleons. Think how much more we could do if we had 2,000 more simoleons. I'm not going to. But this just proves my point. My house is better in every way. It's cheaper. It looks cuter. It's more functional. What did they spend those 2,000 simoleons on? Fences? Okay, but like genuinely they did. That's all the fences they had, I think. Also, to be fair, these lights, they were using a bunch of this light before, this bigger one. I put the smaller one, but now this light's only 50 simoleons. Back in the day, that light used to be 150 simoleons. So it was way more expensive to use that light, and they had that in here. Say they even had it like 4 or 5 more times. That's an extra 500 simoleons just on lights that we didn't have to use. So we were at an advantage. But I'm dragging the video on too long now. I'm actually going to go. Also, for the record, I know that I wear this sweater in like every video that I make now, but you know what? I like it, and it's comfortable. So, sorry. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go make lunch. And while I'm gone, I'm gonna think about how I wish this house had more landscaping, because it is so sad to look at this giant lot and see that it has just nothing on it. It's so empty.